Hello, guys. Hi, guys. Welcome. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi, guys. Hello. Happy Monday. Sorry I missed last week. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Welcome, welcome. Let me know how you've been, where you're from, how things are going. There's definitely been a very big energetic shift. Like, I actually had to take last Monday off because of the amount of stuff that I was moving through. It was so intense. Like, my astral space was so intense. There's this almost like this very big overwhelm of souls that were kind of like released during the Lionsgate portal. And now that the portal's closed, like, these souls and these beings need to be transmuted, but they kind of like lost and wandering and haven't been transmuted. And so it's really affecting the astral space and very psychic people. Like, if you're highly psychic, in tune and aware, like, you will be picking up that things have been off. Hello from Germany. Thank you for joining. So that's the first thing that I kind of like wanted to speak about and bring on. Like, my sleep was really affected. It's leveled out a little bit now, but I've got another week or so where I'm going to keep on doing certain level of work. And it's really important for you guys to know as well that a lot has to do with your boundaries. So really being firm in your boundaries, whether it's in your 3D, in your astral space. So hello from the UK. Thank you for joining. Today I'm going to speak a little bit about your soul's mission and how you can anchor into that. So for those of you who are kind of new to my teachings, I talk a lot about taking aligned action. And how do you do that? Okay, so there's a few ways. Hello from Florida. There's a few ways that you can really make sure that you're anchored into a direction that is for your highest alignment. And you do that by making sure your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, and words are all in alignment. So hello from Texas, hello from Namibia. So you say something and then you follow through and you actually do it. If you're doing something, but you don't really want to be doing it, like you're doing it against your will, then you're not really in your truth. And to align with your soul's purpose, you need to be in your truth. You need to be living from a place of authenticity. If you're not doing that, it's going to be almost impossible, and what authenticity and truth can look like for you is not necessarily what it can look like for someone else. So you can still, be operating within this 3D realm, but anchored into a 5D template, and when you are aligned in your soul's mission, everything really starts to flow. Abundance starts to flow. Relationships start to flow. Like, lessons become easier to navigate. And I also like to always specify, guys, we have had all lifetimes where we've done things more than once, so we can be predisposed to certain experiences and certain lessons and certain missions within this reality. But you are a sovereign being and you've come here to live the human experience. So whatever you choose to put your energy in, whatever you choose to put your effort in, and whatever direction you want to go within that aspect, that's where you can direct your life. Like, it's very disempowering, and I think this is part of the new age community movement. It's very disempowering to believe, I'm not in my soul mission, or my soul mission is only being an architect or making pottery. You can really become anything that you want. This system is a perfect machine. You're an infinite being of light. So wherever you decide to put your intention, that's kind of like where you're going to go and where your reality will navigate to. Okay. So it's really important to understand and come into the conscious awareness of that. Having said that, you can set an intention, you can make a mood board, you can be proactive with what direction you want your life to go in. And this is what I mean when I say you take aligned action. You consciously take an action that you know will bring you closer to where it is that you need to be or you want to go. But only if you do that from a space of like purity, from your heart center. And it really comes down to, again, operating from the space of unconditional love and non-attachment. So I find that things tend to manifest and really come to fruition when they come from a space of non-attachment, because when you really want something and it comes from a space of need carries a frequency of lack, and lack is really not how you can be abundant and manifest abundance. What you want to use as a currency to anchor into abundance is the emotion of gratitude. Gratitude will automatically sit you in a space of abundance because you're like, oh, I'm grateful for everything that I have. By being and anchoring in that frequency, it's almost like you attract more of what it is that you want. So if your goal is to, figure out your soul mission, there's 4 things that you can see. And if something ticks these boxes, hello from Texas, thank you for being here. Yeah, guys, let me know how you've been, where you're from, how you've been feeling energetically in the comments as well, please. There's 4 things that you can look into. So something that to help you in aligning and figuring out what direction to go down within your soul's mission. So one is something that you love doing, something that you love doing, something that you're good at, something that can help you generate abundance and manifest money that you can live from, and then something that helps on a collective level. So if you find something that fits those 4 things, then that's the direction you need to go down. So let's say you like, I don't know, painting or drawing or whatever. So you can use that and find like, in what way can that bring you abundance, and you're good at it, and in what way you can do that can help in a collective way. Let's say you start like, you teach painting to like underprivileged orphaned kids or something like that. You know what I mean? And then also understanding that once you anchor into this frequency of what it is that you want to bring collectively within your soul's mission, it's almost like the more you give out for free, the more the universe will bring you back with regards to abundance. It's kind of like a cycle. And how I understood and started navigating this was when I started my Instagram profile and started posting and sharing. I didn't have any attachment, and I posted so much healing and so much energy work for free so that people would just receive it. And I always thought, even if it just helps one person, I'm going to be super happy, and I did that without any expectation. But as I was doing that, then I started noticing that more people would actually come in and start paying for my services or start booking with me, so I kind of imagined it almost like as a wheel. And I will speak about the energetics with regards to abundance that stand behind financial abundance and manifestation, and how that works as well within a spiritual business or any kind of business in general. So that is a topic that I will tackle as well. But with regards to being in your soul's mission, it's really important to meet yourself on a very deep level and understand what it is that feeds your soul. What direction do you want to go down? How do you want to assist on a collective level? And again, like, you can literally be an architect and you love doing it, and you build, I don't know, houses for people. And in that way, you are helping people collectively. You're getting paid for it. You're good at it, and you love doing it. You're in your soul's mission. It doesn't have to be anything spiritual either. I mean, that's spiritual in its own way, but it doesn't mean that you need to be out there, doing voluntary work for you to be in your soul's mission. So yeah, figuring out what you get called to, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness. Finding something creative is usually a good output to go into. So let's say as a kid you liked making pottery or something like that. Go back to when you were a child. What brought you happiness? What brought you joy? What do you do in your spare time that is a hobby that could potentially become a source of income. And sometimes we have, so like I love painting, but I wouldn't do it for a living because then it would probably take away the beauty that I have for it. I express in other ways, but yeah, I think this is another thing that comes up, the importance of expressing, you know. We are master co-creator beings, and I've spoken about this, but this one day I was in very deep meditation. This was back in 2022. I think it was around April. I remember it very clearly. And I was in a very deep meditative state. And all of a sudden I became a cell. Like I was literally a cell. And I'm trying to actually like go back there. And the cell started reproducing itself, and I started breaking up into lots of cells, and it was the weirdest thing ever because it's almost like I had my individuality, and then my consciousness and individuality within the cell started breaking up and splitting into other cells. And the doubt, and then I asked, I'm like, why am I being shown this, um, why am I being shown this? Where is this coming from? Like, what are you trying to show me? And then, guys, I kid you not, I literally heard like a voice, or like it was like a telepathic communication, but it sounded like a voice, but obviously it was in my head. And they said to me, this is it. This is what it's about, the creation, creating. Thank you, Ashley, for that beautiful super chat. Really greatly appreciated. Thank you. It helps a lot if you guys do support me when I do these lives, because I obviously take time out from my clients. I come here for free to give support and help to the people who can't afford, or can't really get a session. So those of you who can, it really does help with keeping them consistent and helping me stay on these lives for the ones that can't. So thank you, Ashley. I really appreciate that. And they were like, this is what it's about. It's the creation, the creativity, so because we are source experiencing itself, we are in constant movement, and source created us, and we are source, and we create more of source as we create. So when we tap into that creative flow and aspect of self, we are tapping back directly into source consciousness. And I know a lot of us suffer from the core abandonment wound that initiated through us when we first separated from source consciousness. So it's really a matter of working back through into that, and kind of like understanding that we are beings of unconditional love. You have unconditional love within you, and when your heart opens up to a certain degree and level, and this goes through non-attachment lessons, experiences, heartbreak, pain, loss, grief, shame, guilt, resentment, all these things, and then you anchor back into the unconditional love and connection to oneness, to source consciousness. I call it the twin union, back with source consciousness. When you are operating from that space, you really are co-creating. You have source co-creating through you, and you are source, and you co-create whatever it is that you wish to co-create. And so in that way, you can kind of direct your soul's mission. So yeah, so I think if any of you, I'm going to have a look at the comments. I haven't had a look at anyone. Hello, thank you for being here. Those of you who joined now, you can let me know how you've been and where you're from. Hello from Dallas. Hello. Okay. So I think, yeah, coming into this understanding is really important, and coming into the understanding that you are a sovereign being, and whatever you want to create and expand within your reality, you can do. There's a lot of, listen, I could be here and say to you, hey guys, get a session with me. I'll tell you your soul's mission. Like, that's not how it works, If anyone tries to tell you what your soul mission is, guys, run. because no one will know better than you. They can give you an idea and a sense of direction. So let's say you get your energy worker, they see previous lifetimes of yours. And hello from Netherlands. Thank you for joining. Hi, Whitney. Thank you for being here. They go in and they say, okay, you were a tailor and did crochet in a lot of lifetimes. And you're like, oh, actually, like, I used to really enjoy doing that in my teen years or 20s or something. And now you're like 50. Like, why did I stop? Let me start it again. You know, that could be a good direction to go down. But anyone who comes to you and says, no, I can find out, I can tell you, you are this, you are that, like, run, guys, because you're your own sovereign being teacher. No one will know your system better than you. We can give you advice, we can point you in the right direction. But in the end, you know, you are the one who understands your system better than anything else. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Natalia, sending love to you as well. Sending nice, cute flowers. I'm going to pull through some codes. Let's see what comes through for everyone. And this will help with anchoring into the soul's mission. And it will help. I just take my phone off because sometimes it just starts glitching when the channel comes through. Before I do that, I just want to let you guys know I do have tickets available for the next Galactic Conference that's happening on the 11th of November. Audrey will leave the link in the comments below. $55. We have some beautiful speakers confirmed. We're going to be releasing it in about a week or so, but I can tell you already, Sarah Breskman-Cosme is going to talk. I'm going to talk. Neil Gar from Portal to Ascension. We have Debbie Solaris that's going to talk. We have Tony Ganzi who's going to talk. So we have some beautiful speakers that will be on the Galactic Conference on the 11/11. You will have access to the recording with the event ticket as well. And then for those of you who wish to join me, I still have early birds available for my training in Los Angeles. This is going to be from the 25th of February to the 1st of March. It's 5 days with me, full on. We'll be doing work on each other. I'll be teaching you everything that I know. You will get out of there and be able to, like, do incredible and amazing things. This is, if you don't have any previous experience, that's fine. If you're already channeling, that's fine. Contact me beforehand if you have any questions, or you can follow the link below that Audrey just posted in the comments. And from there, you can also fill in if you have any questions. And I respond to all my emails. So when you do send emails, it is me that gets back to you. So if you do have questions, please let me know. Hello from Trinidad. Thank you for being here. So I've got that coming up. Those are my two big things. I will be doing a retreat in Mexico next year in June. I have not released the details yet. Tickets are not available yet for that, but it is happening. So for the ones who are in the States and are looking to come and do some energy work with me, I will be doing clearings. I'll be doing a little bit of training probably there as well, but I don't know. We'll see. It's more like a retreat. So it's more kind of like if you want to come chill, relax. The training will be the LA one. And guys, I will not be doing another training like this one. Like, this is really a once off. I'm only taking 10 people. I have a few spaces that are already booked, but I am still holding early bird tickets for that as well. And my collective healing event is only happening in October. I will not be doing September because I will be on retreat in those exact days. So these are kind of like the things that I have coming up. So let me now pull through a bit of codes and see what comes up. So you can just clear your mind. Yashia korokot kraishinayatra. Tria creo korokot krashirayatre krokoraishinayatra. Tria tarekre otkroaishinayatra. Tre at krie korokot raya nesiasiasiat kia okoroishinayatra. Kiero kotkoishinayatra. Kiero kotkoroishinayatra. Some of you are still struggling with some old, a lot of mind stuff, a lot of stuff going on in the higher chakras. Kiero kotkoroishinayatra. Releasing, opening, releasing, opening, releasing, opening, clearing, releasing, letting go, Neo tratkro ishinayatra, triatare otkroko atkia sietoroko ishinayatra, tratkara ishetka kuraya sira, tratkre atkie korokochkieratra, trianaret krat kre osiet krua ishirayatrak, triatre atkie rokot krua yakier korok. Krua ishinayatra, shetare krua kieto kukurat kre asiratra, krea ishirayatra, shukurukut kra yoyo na nriat krea siratara kurukut kra. Opening, expanding, more light, divine rays, anchoring into systems, anchoring, nyat krua ishia. Shukrukuara trea sia korokochkiera tra. Treate korokot kria siera tra siero korokot kria siera tra ishera tra. Shiro korokochkiera tra shira korokot kra ishera tra. Shukrokot kra sietoro krat kria ishera tra. Shira tra kret korotro grounding, anchoring, grounding, anchoring, grounding, anchoring. Anchoring, anchoring, anchoring. Shukurukut Shirayatra. Takurukua Ishinayatre, Kreokurukut Iserayatra. Trasiera Trukurukut Krasiera Takara Kriat Kre Shukurukura Ishirayatra. So for those of you who are just joining now, we did speak a little bit about anchoring into your soul's mission. Yeah, let me know how you've been, where you're from. If you have any questions, I've got more codes coming in. Kia koroko koi shinayatra, triatra kre kre korokot kra kiera tra korokot kra yasir trokorokoro ishirayatra, triataria kret koroko aishinayata shirayatra, triatare kat kro at kriya sieser koroko aishinayatra, triashina takra sie rayatre at kiro korokot kraisia. Shkurukuara ishenaya asiera tarakre krokut kroaisia. Shianara trakreat kre okrokorokuwa ishiatra. Shukrukuara ishe. Shukrukura ishenaya trakriat kre okrokut ko grounding, anchoring. Shukrukura ishenaya tra. Hello from Princeton, New Jersey. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so I will probably come on live next week as well, but then I will be off for about 3 weeks because I will be running my retreat in Bali. I might have on and off sporadic lives on my Instagram. I find that also sometimes kind of like just works out, which is pretty cool. So do keep following my Instagram, have a look there and see what comes up. And yeah, any questions, guys? Any questions if you want to ask? The time is now. I am going to keep this to half an hour. It is quite late for me. And I do find that these lives, I love them and I love connecting with all of you guys, but it's just sometimes it gets a little bit intense because it is at the end of my day, especially when I'm navigating like a lot of energies. But I will try and do my best to stay consistent with them. And again, as it said, it does really help if you guys send me super chats because then it kind of like compensates energetically for the work and for what I'm doing and all the channeling that's coming out, from this space of unconditional love and for free for all of you guys. So thank you. I love you all. If Audrey, you can send my link to my website. Again, I still have my 6-week, 6-month programs that are available. Hello from Texas. Thank you for being here. So if you want to do an online training with me, that is also available for you. I still have Akashic clearing sessions, light language sessions. So there's still quite a lot that you guys can pick up from my website. There's about 25, maybe 30 different workshops that you can choose from. And I'm doing mentoring with regards to spiritual businesses and abundance and all of that. So if that is where you're at, if you have a business, you want to upscale it, you want to make more financial abundance, you want to expand more, you want to call in more clients, I have methods and way to help you in doing that too, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your love, your support, and your consistency. Thank you for trying so hard. It's a pleasure. It's not hard, guys. I love you. I find myself like I always have a lot that I need to hold, and I expect a lot of myself. And sometimes I actually just need to take a step back and take care of myself, But I take my collective responsibility so seriously, guys. Like, you literally should ask my partner. Like, I literally put you guys before him. I'm like, he's obviously like very important to me, and this takes nothing away from our union, but sometimes I'm actually literally like, no, this is like my collective responsibility, So you guys are very important to me. Our mission is important. I operate from a space of unconditional love. And again, I'm still working and navigating into finding like the right balance, and it helps me, when I come live. I like the structure, so I want to be reliable for you guys, but sometimes like life just happens and things come in the way. So thank you for being here. Hi Savannah, thank you for joining. Feeling sporadic energy, past few days, heavy in the mind and space. Yeah, the astral space has also been quite active as well. But I love you guys. Thank you for joining. I see you. I appreciate you. Yeah, and you're welcome if you're seeing this on replay to ask questions in the link below as well. And yeah, I'm going to try my best, and I think I will be on next Monday. Okay, take care. Love you. Bye.